is half of my soul, as the poets say.
What if I told you that one of the most epic tales of Greek mythology, a story about gods, warriors, and the fate of nations, was also one of the most deeply human love stories ever told?
I could recognize him by touch alone, by smell. I would know him blind, by the way his breaths came and his feet struck the earth. I would know him in death.
Madeline Miller's The Song of Achilles took a story that's been etched into history for millennia and gave it new life. She didn't just retell the myth of Achilles and the Trojan War. She reimagined it, uncovering the heartache, vulnerability, and love hidden between the lines. Today, we're breaking down why The Song of Achilles works, not just as a novel, but as a masterclass in rethinking and reinventing stories. Whether you're a fan of mythology, a writer, or someone who loves a beautifully told tale, there's something here for you. A story is not about what happens, it's about what it makes you feel. Let's dive into what makes The Song of Achilles so powerful. First, Miller showed us that the art of storytelling isn't always about creating something brand new. It's about transformation. She didn't change the bones of the Trojan War narrative. Instead, she found a hidden pulse beneath it. The love between Achilles and Patroclus. Patroclus. Patrick. She used three transformative techniques to do this. Shifting perspective. By telling the story through Patroclus' eyes, a character often sidelined in the original myth, Miller gave us an intimate view of Achilles, not as a legendary warrior, but as a flawed, passionate, and deeply human individual. Focusing on the gaps, myths are often grand, sweeping tales, but Miller zoomed in on the quiet moments, the friendship, longing, and heartbreak that the epic poems left out. Humanizing mythological figures. Achilles wasn't just a warrior destined for glory. He was a young man grappling with love, pride, and the weight of prophecy. It's the silences in the story that often speak the loudest. So how can we apply these techniques to our own stories? Finding your entry point. Look for silent or overlooked characters. The Song of Achilles did this with Patroclus. Seek out unexplored motivations. What drives characters that the original story barely mentions? Identify emotional gaps. What feelings, relationships, or struggles weren't fully explored in the original? Humanizing legends. Give your characters relatable fears and desires. Achilles' fear of losing Patroclus made him achingly human. Show their private moments. What happens when the gods and armies aren't watching? Create intimacy. Miller's portrayal of Achilles and Patroclus' relationship turned an epic tragedy into something deeply personal, building new contexts. Shift the genre or setting. Could you tell an ancient story in a modern or futuristic world? Explore different cultural perspectives. How might the story change when viewed through another lens? To retell a story is to see it through new eyes. Let's practice this together with another myth, Icarus and Daedalus. The original version was a father building wings to help his son escape a labyrinth. The sun flies too close to the sun, falls, and dies. The new perspective can be the story from Daedalus's perspective as a grieving father. What was Daedalus thinking as he watched Icarus fly higher and higher? How did guilt and loss shape his life afterwards? Could Daedalus be reimagined as an inventor, struggling with the morality of his creations? Every story has an untold side, one that waits patiently for someone to listen. Here's how you can use these techniques for your own creative work. Character selection. Focus on overlooked relationships like friends, siblings, or mentors. Choose characters who are in the shadows of the original narrative. World building. Fill in the details of the setting to immerse readers. The Song of Achilles brought ancient Greece to life with vivid descriptions of its landscapes, customs, and politics. Emotional depth. Explore the psychology behind your character's decisions. Let relationships evolve naturally, creating moments of connection and conflict. The truest stories aren't the loudest. They are the ones that linger in the quiet spaces. Madeline Miller didn't just retell the story of Achilles. She revealed a deeper truth hidden in plain sight and showed us that even the most epic tales can be intimate, tender, and heartbreakingly real.
Name one hero who was happy. You can't.
So what story will you reimagine? The possibilities are endless. Whether it's mythology, fairy tales, or history, there's always a new truth waiting to be uncovered. A great story doesn't teach you something new. It makes you feel as though you've always known it. Let me know in the comments which story you'd like to reinvent. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more storytelling insights. Keep creating. And remember, thank you for giving me your time today. Peace.
I know. They never let you be famous and happy.